wanted to record another new game just to see if we can catch a game where it's a lot closer in terms of the new being ahead. They are choosing to go first. I don't actually know if choosing to go first is correct in this matchup. So here, surgical. I think I just want to block 8 to try to protect my preserve tradition. Worst case scenario is like hiss into something, but I don't even know what that would be. I'm just gonna play around surgical with venomous or something and block like this. Okay, they have homage, which makes sense. Maybe that was actually a good consideration for saving a card back in hand. Interesting. Huh. I could have sworn they were going to mass there, but I guess that makes... I'm curious what their hand is. So here we see an Ardor. As we know, Ardor is a trap, and we should never play it ever in this matchup unless we know we are going to win. So we're going to just do a humble Kakara into Spinning Wheel Kick, develop up our graveyard, put the Descendant back in the deck, and then Arsenal to preserve in case we draw another Transcend and they try to disrupt our Arsenal. I'm going to turn off priority. Huh. This is a strange hand. So here, with Persuasive Prognosis, I kind of want to just see what happens with it. So we're going to move past reactions and then probably double flip here. They'll be able to take one of our chi, but we'll be able to keep the other in the deck. So I think that's my plan here. I don't want to block this anymore, or else they'll gain a bunch of life. So we'll let this hit and see, or we'll see what their reactions are. Oh, right, they have Mask. That makes sense. So here, probably banishing Shifting Winds as it's our least relevant card. It's also the other blue in our hand. And they have the Venomous Bite, which makes sense. We don't want to hold on to, well, now that we've transcended, we can maybe hold on to this Ardor, but I still prefer like drawing Ardor as opposed to like arsenaling it and committing super early. But committing super early is also like just one of the ways you can win against new. Let's go ahead and do our preserve passover, because if they have one of the blues, we get to keep the other one, and this doesn't have go again. We'll do it after reactions though, so they don't have the opportunity to give go again in case they wanted to do something. So we let this hit. We'll do preserve, targeting. Kind of like E-Strike in the deck, honestly, in a new, just so you can do 2-card 7s. I'm going to do that over CNC, and then we'll banish their surgical. We'll gain the resources, even though it doesn't really matter. And then we'll let them hit, so they banish the other Swamp. They got 2 Swamps, they're going to go crazy. And then they get to banish one of our Chi, which is fine. Because now this hand actually lets us do the chase aspect line if we want to just not get greedy with the Ardor, which I think we don't. It's very tempting to Arsenal Ardor here, but like they know about it, which is like the worst part. I feel like half the matchup is like mind games, and just putting an Ardor in Arsenal just like leaves you so open to tons of shitty things new can do to you. I think it's wrong to commit this early. This could be one of those situations where I like never draw an Ardor and then I like regret not arsenaling it at this point in the game. But I think it's right to just not get greedy. So we'll do this. We'll do Tiger. Pitch in the Ardor, and then we'll do Aspect Tiger. And then it looks like we might get getting rewarded here a little bit based on how they're blocking, because they maybe want to start using these next turn, and if that's the case, then we probably don't want our war in Arsenal. Alright, they're running Fates, so that probably also means they're running Sinks. The reacts in this matchup are kind of interesting. Also, I'm curious why they didn't Fate on the 4 or did they Fate on a 4 attack? I don't remember. Anyways, this hand's pretty good. E-Strike for them is fine, because our E-Strike is better. Yep, we just take vanilla damage in this matchup. We could get punished by Codex here, but yeah, I don't think we care about this. We're not going to block this. If they want to Tunic, sure, they can do that too. If they want to Mask here and get another Arsenal, sure. Let's banish our Flusterfist because we want to go Harmony, make a Tiger, Kakara, and to draw a card, putting a Tiger in the deck I think is fine. Just a good value play. So yeah, we'll go ahead. Yeah, we'll go ahead and banish our Fluster. And our Mind will hit. Again, life totals are pretty even here. And hopefully they don't banish a blue off the top. I'm gonna refresh the page just to make sure. Okay, cool. They managed to blue to send Gustway, which sucks for us because they get a card, but what are you gonna do? We'll do Harmony the Hunt, pitching the Harmony Hunt into 2, into 5 draw. Just trying to find a random card arsenal. Tiger in the deck is also kind of funny because if they Persuasive Prognosis, it doesn't do anything. We'll draw a card. Okay, we get Salt the Wound, which is not necessarily a card for this matchup. This is just a fat decking card for Kano. So I'm not exactly... It's not the highest priority arsenal in target, let's just say that. They're going to do Gogan, and our policy with vanilla damage is pretty much almost never block it. And, oh, they hit us with the weakest link. Oh, my friend, I'm so sorry. We will... So, for this turn, they came in with 5 and then 6, and then we're going to send back 5 and then 7. Yeah, seems good to me. Just applying the pressure to new. Try to think if there's any reason we'd want to block this, but probably not. Cool. So they reveal no blocks. Then we'll just do E-Strike for 5. Goes into E-Strike for 7. So after they get that exchange, they do 5 and a 6, we do 5 and a 7, so slightly better turn. We're just keeping up the pressure. Here we draw a sink below, which is fantastic. I really don't care about this leave no witnesses, but I think we should probably still respect it anyways. So let's maybe go ahead and block 3 with the bonds. I think makes most sense. And then we can, or actually maybe we just 5 block it and see what they do. That might be better because I almost want this, like, I would almost rather just have this sink below an arsenal just to protect future like pop-off turn. Yeah, I don't think this is wrong. We also get our first bonds in graveyard, which is pretty solid. Intimate inducement. Fascinating. Okay, our swarms, they have access to all 3 of our sorry, they don't have access to all 3 of our swarms yet. They have potential to access all 3 of our swarms. I'm almost fine with just letting go of this arsenal, by the way. We'll banish or stir the pot if they want to shuffle the deck. It's fine with us. And then they're not doing go again on this. So I don't think I really care about the Salt the Wound. I'd almost rather just have protection for the pop-off turn. Hit a Blanche, and then the Salt the Wound, which is obviously fine. And then they don't really have a follow-up because they didn't give go again or anything. So again, we only took 1 damage off of that, so I'm pretty happy with that. Not a pop-off hand yet, but that's okay. Codex, huh. Choosing leave no witnesses, that's fine. Oh, this is part of why I like sink below in this matchup for leave no witnesses and like Codex turns basically. Because most of the time Codex turns aren't actually CNC. They're a lot of times they're just like, I feel like 70% of the time they get leave no witnesses. I don't really have like a strong statistical analysis to back that up, but that's kind of what it feels like. So we'll say no blocks. I think we do maybe want to filter our hand here. Well, let's see what they do here first. Blue Venomous Bite. That is a-okay with me. I'm gonna go ahead and sink here just to see if we can find like an Art of War or something sweet. Harmony is whatever. They banished Homage, that's fine. So here we're just gonna do Kakara. Well, actually, Kakara's not even that good. Maybe just 100 wins into CNC. Do we have 100 wins in graveyard already? We do not have 100 wins in graveyard. We still have 5 in the deck. Interesting. Yep, just go ahead and do this. So 1 into 6, and then Arsenal sink below again, just in case we want to try to pop off in the next couple turns. Oh, do not want to skip Arsenal there. Remember when I said that we might not draw an Art of War for the rest of the game? Well, that might be happening. Persuasive Prognosis. I don't really want them to banish a Bonds, ideally. Part of me thinks we just block with Aspect. We have 1 Aspect in graveyard, none in Banish currently. I'm kind of fine giving them like 1 point of value here and then seeing if they want to use like equipment or something else. I'm kind of curious what their reactions are here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and give them the Aspect. Okay, Okay, just a nick, it's to be expected. So sure, that's fine. Now let's see if they want to do anything else. They do not. We're gonna go ahead and sync. Getting rid of what here? Probably just bonds, just to have it out of our hand in our deck. That's probably right. Draw another sink below. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, stilettos, sure. So worst case scenario here is probably Codex. Pitching a red sink below. Interesting. Okay, leave no witnesses. We don't care about this. So our turn is going to be 2 into 4, and then Arsenal sink below. They get no value off this leave no witnesses unless they get lucky and banish Ardor. Banish Tiger Swipe, which is fine. We'll do 2 into 4, pressuring lethal. Oh, oops. Sorry, 2 into 4. And then they have to block something. We're ahead by like basically 12 life just based on the inefficiency of their plays. And then we get this nice little sink below for Arsenal. And this isn't great, but this is probably gonna have to do, especially given this. So worst case scenario is Siren's Call here, taking our blue. I think we still have to go for it though, because otherwise, like, you know, we're just missing out on value. I'm gonna block 5 here. Actually, Kasaya is probably better to block with. And then we'll leave Shuko up for damage, and then we have Sink Below to back up our hand. Get our energy. And let's see if they have Leave No here for the Siren's Call. Yep, so as expected. Now we have the opportunity to react here, or we can just let this happen. Alternatively, we can also just pitch away the Chi, making a new Tiger in hand. But then, oh, actually, you know what? I think I see the line here. So what if we made a Zen state just for value, right? Because we're going to be covering this anyways. We let the Siren's Call resolve, and then we fish with Sink Below, trying to find a new blue, just so we can play out the Art of War. I kind of like that play. So this is a really cool line, actually. I was thinking we could actually pitch the Chi to make to Zen instead, but I think it's actually more value just to get a Zen state for 2 turns, especially with them at 2. And then their Siren Calls whiffs, and then we get reactions after this to try to filter our hand into a blue. Yeah, I like this a lot. So now we filter after the Siren's Call resolves. And we'll get rid of CNC because it's our most expensive card. And then we hit a blue. Awesome. This is exactly according to plan. So it doesn't take much to kill them here. Like we draw into literally any. Yep. Well, okay, that actually doesn't do it. But that's a good Arsenal target. So the line here is what? It's Kakara. Maybe not even Kakara. Just like 4, 4, 5. Arsenal this. Well, with them at 2, we're going to drain their entire... Like, we should just kill them. Sure. So they basically already lost, just because they're not going to be able to block all these breakpoints effectively. But yeah, I keep trying to record games where I lose, but every single game that I've tried to record this week, I've just won it. So, uh, I guess I'm just good at the game. I don't know. Like I can actually, I'm gonna pull up my deck list after this, but you can see my personal results with this list. Which again I think are about like a little bit over the community results, which is maybe to be expected just because I've been playing with this list for a while. And most of the cards here I'm like pretty comfortable with, but yeah, I'll try to find a losing game on camera. Here they're kind of timing out. I'm gonna just check and see if they left or if they're not there. But yeah, we do 2 into 4 into 4 into 5. That basically just kills them. So yeah, it looks like they left. So I'm just gonna go ahead and claim victory. And then I'm gonna actually just pull up the deck results just so you know I'm not just showing you games where I win. So I'm gonna go to my post ban list and then show you my results. So I did a lot of recording on 7/13, and then 7/11 was the day with Tegan and Kano, and then I can't remember. I think this is the day I like started recording. I don't know what happened on 7/12. Huh, interesting. Oh, I was at Armory on 7/12, that's why. But anyways, I've been struggling to lose with this deck, so one of these days I'm going to record a matchup where I lose, but not today. So I'll see y'all next time. Thanks.